Hi guys. Um, Today we'll be doing a butterfly. I'll be using black for tracing, and I'll be actually using this color, turquoise, for the background. There's that one empty. And I'll be using the white for the lighter colors. And these are the brushes I will be using. They're in the description box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off. Did I say I was going to use red? I don't know if I did. Or I think this is pink. Using this color. Pink, I guess. What I'm going to do first of all, I'm going to color the background. Start with a turquoise. Oh, and I'm using the 8x10 canvas. I always use an 8x10 canvas when I'm teaching, because it's just easier and the painting doesn't last as long, but that's okay. And all you do is pretty much take your time. Don't rush everything, because when you rush things, you make a mistake. So yeah, if you rush things, you'll make a big mistake. So take your time painting. I'm adding a little bit of white. And you just blend it. See how pretty that looks when you blend it? I want blue background because I'm making butterflies, and I'm going to be tracing my butterflies, because I'm not very good at making butterflies freehand, so I'll be using something to trace it with. So you can do that too. You can trace. You don't have to freehand if you're not comfortable with it. I'm adding more white. That was blue, now I'm adding more white again. I just go back and forth sometimes. I go back and forth to blue, then I go white, then I go blue, then I go white again. Just to make it blend in nicer. And see how pretty that looks? Blue is so pretty. I like purple and pink, but I also like blue a lot too now, since I've been doing my backgrounds in blue. I've been really liking that. So what I do sometimes is, if the paint gets dry, I'll mist a little bit. Not very much, just very little. Just that, see? And then I go over it again. And I always use a cloth to do that. So I go blue again on top. See, that looks much better when I missed it. Sometimes I don't do that, but today I figured I'd give it a try, because a lot of people do that. A lot of artists do that to mist the canvas, make sure the paint goes on smoother. And it sure does. It goes on very nicer now. But usually you can go back twice over the same painting if you want. Layer it more than once. Only if you want to. You don't have to do that. I usually don't either, and what I'm going to do See these butterflies? I know it says stickers, but maybe I can just trace them. I hope. Because I really don't want it to stick to the canvas. Oh yeah. I can do it, I think. Oh, these are stickers though. Peel out the sticker part. And there's different ones. There's different colors. I think I'm going to stick with this one. Once the canvas dries, you put that on there and just trace it. Because that's probably going to be easier for me. Butterflies are kind of, I haven't really done butterflies very much. And I figured I'd show you guys today. Because I love butterflies. Butterflies are just so beautiful. And when I trace it, I'm going to trace it with black paint. And I'm going to use this brush for tracing. This small brush. And I know I don't use a paper towel to dry my brushes. I use like an old shirt, cut it up into cloth or whatever. Because paper towels, I don't know. They're okay, but then you're wasting them because you're throwing them away. And I don't like waste. But anyway, I don't think that butterfly. I might make maybe 1, 2, 3. I might make 3 butterflies. So that way it'll be really pretty with all these butterflies. I'm gonna make them like different colors. One I'm gonna probably do red. I could do the other one probably this color. Pimento red. Ooh, that's a pretty color. Pimento red. That's a pretty color. But yeah, just either you can trace the butterfly with black paint, or you could trace it with a chalk, which I have chalk, but I don't know if I want to use chalk. I just rather use black paint. But yeah, I'm waiting for the canvas to dry so I can do that, because I really don't want to blend the black with the blue. Because that's what's going to happen if you trace with the red or with a wet paint, it's going to blend the black with the blue. And I don't think we want to do that. So anyway, let's see. It might be, I don't know if it's even dry yet, but we'll see. We'll give it a swirl here. I just add very little paint. I put my butterfly on flat. And I just trace around like so. Oops. Don't worry if you kind of mess up the antenna, because I should just done the antenna separate, because it's yeah, it's kind of harder to do it like this. And voila! See how pretty that ends up being? Now you just go over it again. What you could do is just either make the wings more pointed. That's supposed to be antennas, but that's alright. What you could do is make the wings more pointed. Like on a butterfly, some of the wings are pointed at the end. Do that, or you could just do it the way it is. I'm going to make these wings pointed. See how I did that? And then you just make the body. And it's kind of weird looking, but we can make that one right here into a wing too. It doesn't matter because you're going to be coloring it in. So you just color it in with black. Excuse me, sometimes I'll choke on my saliva, which doesn't seem to happen very often, but when it does, it's like, can't help it. But anyway, when you're done with tracing, you just color it in black. Color it in with your detail brush. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough room to make another one. I might just try to make another one freehand. See how that works. The first butterfly was kind of, I don't know. This one's not as good, but I'm gonna make another one. But this one's gonna be like, make it like this. Do it freehand. Try to. Now you don't have to do this freehand. You could always use your stencil or your stickers or whatever. This time I'm going to try this one freehand. And this one this side. Not bad for the first time. See, I kind of like to do stuff freehand. I don't really like to use too much of a tracing or anything because I mean, a lot of people do use tracing and stuff, but I prefer to do it freehand. It's more exciting, and you just get to see how you do without tracing. You see the difference between those two? Now that one I'm going to paint red. Now this red paint that's on the Dollar Tree, it's not as, it's kind of like, I don't know, it seems like it's kind of thin. I bought the paint there because I thought it'd be cool and neat, but I don't know if this paint is made for a canvas or if it's made for paper. But see, it's so thin that you can see the background. You can see the blue background in the background. And so, because I got thicker paint, I just want to try out this one to see what it's like. And as you can see, just outright thin. Unless, I don't know if I add water or what. But anyway, this butterfly is gonna be red. I made the body too thick, too thick. Body's too thick, but that's okay. I can always put antennas. Now this one's gonna be kind of bright red. Now that red comes out because it's, see the different tones of red? This one is from Walmart. This red that I'm using right now, that's from Walmart. It's thicker and it doesn't, you can't see the background as much. And the one, you could tell the difference with the two. One's traced and the other one's just freehand. So you can basically tell the difference between the two. And the one freehand, I figured I'd make the body too. Make the body too thick on that one, but hey, it's a butterfly. So I'm gonna try to paint again over it. You might have to put like, if you have paint like this with the Dollar Tree, you might have to paint it like more than once. I don't know, it's just not working out. Yeah, I think this paint might be for paper, I believe. It didn't really say. I just bought it and I didn't read what it said, or I didn't know what it said, so I just bought it and it's just too, to me it's just too thin. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put orange, use orange instead. Orange is a very pretty color too. I like orange a lot. I'll use it for anything. What you do is just put a little orange on your brush with the red. You don't have to wipe off your brush. Just put it in with the red. Yeah. I don't know, I think the dollar store paints for paper. I don't think it's for canvases. Now see, once you trace something, you could actually freehand it after you trace something, because then you kind of know the shape of it. And it's kind of easy to freehand a butterfly after a while. It's my first butterfly that I freehand. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use white and go around the black part. Because I tell you the truth, I don't like black that much. And so I try not to use it as much. Of course, I use it when I trace things. But I don't like using black. That's just me, I guess. Now, what some people do is they measure out how far to have the wings and stuff. Me, I didn't measure. I just drew it and that was it. That's the way I got. So, and now need some more white. Don't be afraid to paint something. Because if you mess up, it's okay. Everybody makes some kind of a mistake. So it's no big deal. It's a painting. I mess up. I mean, I don't mess up a lot, but when I do, it's like no big deal. I mean, everybody messes up in their life. Not everybody's perfect. Can't be. You're human. Nobody's perfect. If we were perfect, would there be a perfect world? Probably. But I just love to paint. I could take time to paint all day. Yes, I know I haven't been on YouTube for a while, and it's just been one of those crazy times. Now, see what I did? I went around his body, which I'm gonna do on this one too. There's two, so put some dots on his big dots, small dots. Yeah, butterflies are so cool. I love them. I don't get butterflies around here very often. Because we get such cold weather here that they don't stick around. Only in the summer, maybe we'll see a couple of them, but they don't come around very often. Now I'm gonna make a third one. This one's gonna be a little bit smaller. Now make sure when you paint the body, don't paint it too big like I did here. Paint it kind of narrow, kind of like, you know how you see an eye? It's kind of like an eye shaped, the body. I'm sorry guys, I didn't know that's what's like the eye shaped body. And then you just go kind of like make a line on this side. And you just, voila. And this one's going to be black too. I know I said I don't like black, I don't. But I'm trying to make a butterfly. Okay. Butterflies are still hard for me to make. I mean, I could trace one, no problem. But when I have to freehand draw one, that's a total different thing. And of course, there's some people that are real good with butterflies too. So there's my dogs barking. Just ignore them. All they do is bark. Hey, guys, come on. Juno. Yeah, you gotta excuse my dogs. Sometimes they just crazy. And this one I'm gonna have ducks on them. Gino, knock it off. Yeah, my dogs bark at everything pretty much. Whether there's someone walking by the house or whether someone's ringing the doorbell, there always seems to be barking. So when they do, just ignore them. But yeah, so I'm just gonna take this piece a little bit in the bottom. Oh, and I'm still using detail brush, so I haven't really changed my brushes yet. When I paint, I usually use sometimes I'll use 2 or 3 brushes. Right now I'm using 3. So I always use a big brush when I paint the background because it's just easier. So those are my 3 butterflies. Of course, this is probably not even. I guess it is. But yeah, make sure I didn't measure the wings or anything. But just make sure your wings are kind of even, which I did do. I just painted it and that was it. But yeah, so now I'm gonna paint on the corner here. I'm gonna put a flower. If anybody likes flowers, I like to paint flowers. Flowers are my highlight of the day. Flowers just bring happiness to me. That's why I like to paint them because they make me happy. Yeah. Paint a red flower. Because I'm happy. If anybody heard that song before? I'm so happy. I can't sing it, but I heard that song many times. It's okay. It's not my favorite song in the world. Just like that one other song. Don't worry. Be happy. I don't like that song. Oh, that'd be crazy. But if I could play songs for you guys while I'm doing this, I would, but there's so many copyright laws out there, and it's just, I don't know. I gotta figure out how to play YouTube songs during a video. Gotta figure that out. I don't know how to do that. I know YouTube has songs that we could play on our video, but I don't know how to do that yet. One of these days I'll play the songs for you guys and you guys can listen to it. Now what I do is take white and go between the petals. That way it looks more like a flower. See? you have too much white, just put more red. Now I'm gonna show you guys what painting I did this morning. It's kind of a maybe an Easter painting, maybe not. It depends, I guess. But this is what I did this morning. You can see it's a bunny in a basket with flowers here and flowers there. Since I love to do flowers. And there's a bunny, and there's a basket, and there's a window with curtains. And I guess the basket's on some kind of a table or whatever. So that's kind of my Easter painting. I know it's early. I know it's not Easter yet. But the way this month is going, Easter's going to come up pretty quick. So anyway, and then I painted this one on real small canvas, Peace on Earth. So I believe there should be peace on Earth. So those are my two paintings. And I could probably do one of those paintings with you guys sometime. Especially the Easter basket one. Instead of putting a bunny in there, I'll probably put Easter eggs or whatever. Now, I might draw another butterfly. I'll begin to enjoy it. And I'm using my detail brush. And when I'm doing this, making the body, which is kind of like a eye shape, oval shape. I want to make some more black paint. And then I'm gonna curve this one. And then curve this one. Go like this. Go like this. Go like this. Go like this. Oh, this one's not very good. No, shoot. That one I messed up, but anyway. See, even I mess up, and it's okay, because I can always kind of do a little like this. And this one goes up here. Yeah, this one's messed up big time. I can't really fix it. So, if you have a situation where you can't fix something, I guess just leave it alone. This one's going to be kind of hard to fix. Yeah. Well, that one didn't work out. But yeah, these are all butterflies. So what I'm going to do, since it didn't work out, I'm just going to paint over it with blue. That's the only thing I can do. Of course, then it's going to turn black. But that's okay. That's what I do. I just paint over it. And of course, it's going to turn black. I just keep adding blue. Usually it's hard to redo black paint, but it's okay. You could just imagine that something else, maybe. So maybe that's the bottom of the land or whatever it is. That's darker shaded area. on my saliva again. Yeah, if you mess up like that, don't worry about it. It just it seems to happen. See how I made it darker down there? Makes it look like it's a shaded area. So anyway, that's my butterflies. Um, this one's kind of messed up too because I made the body too thick, but that's okay. This one looks good. That's the first one traceable. But yeah, and this flower needs some, what do you call those? Dots, 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 dots. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this again and just use the white and the red for that one. And we'll use white and red again to make this a little lighter. And I'm using my detail brush still. I haven't really backed away from my detail brush yet. I'm just adding a little bit of white and red to the end of the petals. It's like a highlight, basically. When you add red to white, it kind of makes it pink. See that? So, but yeah, so butterflies are going towards the flower. And butterflies like flowers, and I think they probably like other things too. But, now with this one, I'm going to add red to the color. I wasn't going to do that, but I figured why not just make it all kind of red. Because I like this red actually. It's a beautiful color. It's a flamenco red. Flamenco. I don't think I've heard of that one, but it's real pretty. It's like a fire red, I guess you would say, but it's called flamenco. I don't know if anybody uses that color, or if you can even mix that color. I want to know what color to mix with that makes this kind of red. So you gotta look it up and see what mixes with this red, because it sure is pretty. I like red too. I do like pink and purple, my favorite colors. But I think red now is my number one color because I like to paint with red. But yeah, yes, I'm going through all these butterflies and painting the outline red. Makes it look pretty. This one I'll leave alone. That one has an orange outline, so I'm just going to leave that one alone. But if you're not happy with the white outline, you can color it, or you can paint it any way you want. It doesn't have to be white outline. It can be like this or whatever. And Like I said, you can buy these stickers at the Dollar Tree and you could just trace it out from there. And it works pretty well. That's what I did to that one. And there's 4 different kinds of them. So you could just trace it out. Um, oh, I'm just reading what this says in the back. These are actually supposed to be stickers. It doesn't matter. You could still trace it. Just take the sticker part off. That's what I do. So yeah, might make another flower down here, a smaller flower. Well, today's Friday, everybody. Hope everybody's ready for the weekend. That flower's gonna be, well, can't have it blue. Maybe orange. Now, whatever color I put in the description, I kind of added extra color. I always do that. So don't be shocked if I add a color that's not in the description. Because I usually do that. So I know orange wasn't one of the colors. I never know what I'm going to paint until I paint, so but bear with me. There's that flower. I like making flowers different. I mean, I like making these ones a little bit better because these are easier to make. If it was sunflower, they're all pointed and everything. But yeah, so yeah, so think what else I could add. I don't want to make this canvas too full because it's already full. It's getting there. Um, I could see, well, I don't know. Can't make clouds. There's not enough room for clouds. I can pretend that this dark part is a shadow of the butterflies. I mean, since I messed up, I might as well just pretend. I think I'm gonna make another flower here. Not a very big one. You can make as many butterflies and flowers as you want. I'll use orange again. Orange is a pretty color too. And so is yellow. Yellow's real pretty. Which I haven't used yellow very much. In most of my paintings, I mostly did all the other colors. I'm still using detail brush. I haven't really switched brushes. So what's real fun is mixing colors. I love to mix colors. Like this color, I mixed red with orange, and it came out to be really nice and dark. So see, you can also mix colors. You don't have to use the exact same color. Actually, you don't have to use the exact same color that I'm using. You can do your colors any way you want them. I don't ever do the same things the artists do. I try not to anyway, because I do my own paintings my own way. That's the joy of painting. You get to do it your own way. There. That looks pretty cool. There's flowers, there's butterflies, there's like 3 flowers, 3 butterflies. So pretty. But yeah, this canvas is kind of small for to do any butterflies because you kind of need kind of a bigger canvas to do a butterfly. Uh, I'm just making some kind of a design on this one. See how I make a design? I don't know. I like to play around butterflies. There, see? But butterflies can be kind of tricky. You just gotta be like to do butterflies. You gotta be kind of patient with yourself. Well, that's with any painting. You gotta be patient with yourself. You can't rush your paintings because otherwise you're gonna make a mistake. And that's exactly what I did. I rushed it, made a mistake. I had to correct my mistake, but I had to cover this part dark in order to correct the mistake. Because with black you can't really do anything. Um, that's why I don't like to use black very much. Um, but I don't know. And I know I probably showed you guys this, but this is my color thing. Like this one is magenta, brown. This one is green, turquoise, yellow, and brown. It's not my favorite color. Gray and brown. Turns out to be darker gray. Orange and black. Still black. Red and green. Orange and gray. Flamingo red and turquoise. It's kind of like a darker purple. And pink and red. It's like a mixture between red and pink. And burnt umber and red. It's kind of a pretty color. Gray, orange, and blue. I used 3 colors on this one. Green, magenta, and white. It turned out to be kind of gray. Yellow and red. That's a pretty color. That would make a pretty sunset right there. Or yellow and orange would be another one. Pink and yellow. Kind of orangey color. I got more here. Brown, red. Just kind of like a, I don't know what color that is. Purple and green is more like probably a greenish purple. Pink and yellow. I don't know if I got that one. Pink, yellow, and white. So when you add white, it turns really light compared to this one. This one is lighter. Blue, brown, white. Another lighter one. Red, orange, and white. So when you think about, okay, red and orange is darker than the red, orange, and white. Purple, yellow, and white turns into ugly green. Purple, pink, and white turns out to be a lighter pink. I like that color. There's some of these colors I like, and then some of them I don't like. But every now and then I'll mix colors. Of course, I don't know which ones I mixed. Well, I mixed some green, yellow. I need to mix more. I think I need to mix more yellow. Because I only have, well, actually, I have enough yellow, I think. But that's what I usually do on my spare time. I mix paint and see which ones I like. Actually, I mixed a lot already. So I probably won't mix any more. But yeah, I just hope you guys enjoy my painting. And It's what, 1:55 right now? It's been almost an hour. But I always enjoy teaching you guys different paintings. I don't go through the same painting. I always paint different uh, pictures all the time. So, but if I'm not here on the weekend, Monday we'll probably be doing something neat again. So I just don't know what yet, but it might be a surprise again. I like to surprise you guys. But yeah. So everybody just have a. Oh, and this is another painting I did. It's a spiral, and I like spirals because this is the beginning of life, and then you're going around, 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 and around until you reach the end of life. So that's what spiral reminds me of, the beginning of the end of life. Or the background, I should have done that a little lighter. Background's not, background, I don't know, but this is what the spiral looks like. And if you look at any object, like whether it's pine cone or anything, it's all made out of a spiral. Even waves. Waves are made out of spirals too. So, but anyway, I think I'm about done with the butterflies. I can't fit anything else on my canvas because it's too crowded. So, and I sure waste a lot of paint. I might just put some of this paint back. It's not mixed up too bad, so I usually don't do that, but I don't like to waste paint, as you can tell. So anyway, I hope everybody has a good weekend, and I'll probably do some more painting next week. I don't know if I'm going to do any this weekend or not, but if not, I'll do a lot next week. So I'll talk to you guys next week then. Have a good weekend. Bye now.